This is a day in the life of the smart woodshop. Today you'll get a look into my brain. Hi, I'm Ron Paulk, and this is the smart woodshop. If you want to get a set of plans to build a smart woodshop for yourself or one of my workbenches, link in the description down below. I've been working on so many projects. I've finished so many and I've made videos of them all. Most of them have been produced and they're uploaded and scheduled for release. My new router table and router fence, the extensions, and my new workbench. Today was a landmark day. I finished the project that I sort of started, and I've done the other ones. I've taken a break and done the other projects as I went. And so when I finished it up, I decided it was time to clean up. Now I clean up every day. I don't put away all my tools. I put away some of the tools, none of the big tools, and I vacuum up, sweep up, and get the shop ready for the next day. It's always the last thing I do. I never want to come into a messy workshop. I don't work well that way. My brain, I can be slammed with work, and I can. It doesn't matter. I will stop what I'm doing to clean up, even during the day. If it gets too cluttered and messy, I can't think clearly. I need just a clean workspace. And so again, my shop is clean every day, but I wanted the deep clean. So I went ahead and I put away the workbenches, I put away the big tools, and I vacuumed and I vacuumed and I vacuumed. And then I took the air nozzle with the compressor and I sprayed things off and I vacuumed some more. And then I took all of my vacuum cleaners and I cleaned them all out. I emptied the bags. I put everything. This is the sawdust from the vacuum bags and the vacuum cleaners that don't have bags. And I take that stuff and I spread it out. I don't throw this in the dump. It doesn't hurt the environment, I don't think. And so I spread that out. And what I actually do is I take my sealed bags, like my Festool bags, that are nice and sealed up, and they've got a little lid on you to close, and you dispose of those. Well, I don't do that. I cut them with a razor knife and I dump them out, and then I dispose of the bag, recycle the bag. I recycle everything I can. So I've done that and put everything away, 99% away. There's a few things that aren't in there, but for the most part, it's ready to go. And then tomorrow when I come back, I will then reset up, and I've got more projects to go. I've got so many exciting things that I'm working on. It's like the ideas are flowing. I don't know why. I think with this quarantine, I'm spending every day in the shop, 8 hours or so, and just really getting a lot done. And I'm excited with a lot of things are prototyping and don't work out, but that's okay. If it doesn't work out, it's something else that I've learned. I've learned what doesn't work, and it helps me to learn what does work. I have a lot of work to do at home. I have videos to edit, and I have plans to finish up and detail a couple of them. So I'm excited about that. They're close, but I have to, now that I've built everything out, I have to do some remeasuring and adjusting the plans so that they are as up to date with what I actually ended up with. A lot of times I prototype things out and I tear them apart and make adjustments, and tear them apart again and make adjustments. And I've started with a SketchUp design, but I work it out in the field, and something that I thought was going to be really good oftentimes will just not quite be right. A little adjustment makes it better. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. So a lot of exciting stuff coming, and lots of videos that are already produced. They're already edited, they're already uploaded, and they're scheduled, so they will be released. I've got a Wednesday and a Sunday release. So I've got a video that goes live every Wednesday and a video that goes live every Sunday. And right now I have 2 more to do, and I'll be done with August. Here's another thing. I've got my stand-up desk here. This was in my office for years. I'm in a temporary living situation right now where this won't fit. There's not enough headroom. I'm up in a loft, and so I had to just use one of those plastic card tables. I sure do miss the stand-up. Much healthier to stand up and And so I do miss that. But I gotta say, I have really enjoyed having this in the shop. It's on wheels. It rolls around nice. I've been using it for my camera staging, and when I come in every day, right in the door there, I'm able to put things and stage off of this. It's been fantastic in the shop. So I am going to build myself another one for home. I'll probably do it out of different material and stuff and have a little fun with it. But I'm going to keep this one in my shop. So it's like I said, it's one of those things I would have never thought about it, except I needed a place to store it. And I put it here and just put it against the wall, and I've moved it around a bit. Again, it's on wheels, so I just roll it wherever I need it. There's the plywood, mostly full sheets, a couple of rips that I have there of that white birch that I'm loving so much. I have some of the 1/2-inch white birch that's the heavier stuff that I've got a purpose for that where I'm not concerned about the weight, but I'm not gonna make any tools or anything with it. I've ordered a bunch of sheets of the Can USA, the Primcore Pro stuff, some maple and some 19 mil and some different stuff because I wanted some samples, and I've got their 1/2-inch coming, which weighs quite a bit less. I think it was 35, 36 pounds, something like that. Lightest plywood I've ever heard of. These are all router patterns, all labeled and saved. They are time savers for a lot of the projects I've been doing, and if I need to do more of them, I won't have to spend the time making the patterns. Over here are some old patterns that I'm getting rid of, that old stuff that I'm not using anymore. And then I've got scrap down there. All of this is going to be recycled. That's down on the floor here. And then I have a little bit against the wall. That stuff is keeper stuff. It's big enough that I will hang on to it for projects. And I have a project for that 2x6. That's a video that I've got to make as well. I've got this plywood scrap separated because of a project that I did with 3 sheets of 18 mil, and this was the fall off. And I wanted to track the wood that was part of the project that actually didn't get used in the project, so it will indicate of the 3 sheets how much I actually needed. I get asked a lot about these bins, and these bins over here, and then back in the corner I have a stack of empty bins. Those are all left over from stuff that I cleared out. Every bin in here had something in it at one time, but as I thinned and thinned. So the question I get asked is, what's in all those bins, and isn't it hard to get to what you need? We're in transition. We've moved from our one house almost coming on a year now. I think it was June, July that we left last year. We've been in transition. We've done a lot of traveling, and I'm in this temporary space for my wood shop / storage, and we are actually renting a 1-bedroom furnished apartment. So everything we needed was in the apartment. We didn't need any furniture, and you know, a little bit of personal stuff, but very, very little. So this represents everything that we own. We don't have much furniture. We got rid of most of it, planning on buying all new furniture once we build our new place. But all those bins are stuff that we did not want to get rid of. We got rid of more than half. And we had already really thinned down before we moved, because we had a 4,000-foot house, and then we scaled down to about a 2,400-foot house. And ultimately we scaled down to a 900-foot house that we lived in for 7 years. And it was at that time that we had stored a bunch of stuff, moving out of our 2,400-foot house. We had thinned way down, but we kept a bunch of stuff. And then in this transition, we went through it again, went through every single bin. And there's a lot of stuff in there that I have a suspicion that when we actually unpack in our new place, that probably half of that stuff will go away as well. So this 1,000-foot shop holds everything that my wife and I own, including my woodworking equipment in the trailer. The truck parks right here in front of it, and our car will park right here. So literally, when we head off on a trip, we can put everything we own in here in a single location. So for the people that have given us a hard time and saying, typical American, too much stuff, I am not a collector of stuff. If I'm not using it, if it's getting dust on it, it's gone. I don't keep things around that I'm not using, with the exception of probably some things in those bins that I just haven't decided yet if we're going to hang on to them or not. We're going to wait for the final decision on that. I would dare say that, at least from American standards, we probably have less material stuff than most people, but we do that intentionally. We certainly can have more stuff if we wanted it, but we don't like, my wife is the same way. We don't like clutter. We don't like a lot of stuff we're not using, and we like to just keep life simple. So this is a day in the life of the Smart Woodshop and a peek into my brain. If you like these videos, if you'd like to see me make more, if you've learned anything, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember, when you subscribe, ring that bell so you'll know when I drop a new video. Thanks for dropping into the Smart Woodshop. You stay safe and have a great day.